part of my life.
May I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because I know you talked about how you felt after you've been cheated on. You as well. I mean, you gave a dude both black eyes? One black eye?
Dude, both of those eyes were black.
Yeah, so
I went back to my guy.
Really
I went back to my guy multiple
you,
times.
Feel a certain type of way.
I didn't go
Yeah.
back.
However, given that, like, you know, your job, do you see value in sex? Like, if
No.
you devalued it? Okay, so
I don't see any value in sex. Well,
so your man would be allowed to cheat, and that's okay.
no. So here's how. So I operate my thing completely different than everyone else. My content is based on whether I have a trusting, full 100% relationship with someone that I trust and care about and know that they have only the purest intentions of me and whatnot. And I will only make content with people like that. I don't go finding people.
So you only make content with your partner at the time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And then, like, same question to you.
What was the question?
So,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. To reiterate my question, like, do you see a value in sex because you did feel a certain type of way after being cheated on?
Yeah, I feel like there's value in sex. I'm actually the same way. I've only made boy-girl content when I've been in very serious relationships.
I guess the same thing for, like, hookup culture. Like, if you
Yeah,
hook
like,
up with anybody and it's just, like, meaningless, but if your
I've
man
just
is
never been
seeking meaningless.
like, I've just, like, never been inclined to, like, have sex without, like, some sort of, like, emotional connection. So, like,
So
yes,
monogamy?
I think there is value in it. Like, also, I feel like because I'm over-sexualized and I do so much sex work, I like to separate, in a way, like, that life from, like a real me and, like, a personal life, in a way. So, yeah, like, I was a dancer for many years, but also during that time I was celibate as well. So, like, in my regular life, I'm not very promiscuous. It has to be, like, something.
Okay.
Like, I have to see some type of value in it in order for me to, like, get there with someone.
Okay.
I have a question for you. You said, so you like kind of arguing. Is it like a sexual turn on to, like, argue with your partner, or is it more like
It's more
you
of
just
like
enjoy
it's more
it,
of
but it's not sexual?
It's more of
fiery.
like we get into the argument and then we make up and I'm like, okay, so now we're better. Like he loves me more now because
Yeah,
we
like-
got through this.
Like feeling passion.
I understand
Yeah.
that.
Wait,
like, you're
yeah.
seeing
Is that how-
emotion and like a demonstration. I understand.
Is that how you feel or how you think he feels?
That's how I feel in that
Okay.
perspective. I dead ass know that the man wants to get out of that relationship is just too freaking
I was
scared
gonna
to
say,
say
I
anything
feel like
about it.
Yeah, I was about to say,
the
like-
man's perspective of that is like he doesn't. It's like
Yeah.
pushing you away,
Yeah.
or he wants to push you away more and more.
Yeah.
The more and more you do that, the more and more you pick arguments and stuff like that. Like it just pushes him away because he's annoying.
Yeah. So since you kind of like that conflict with your partners, do you find that conflict or arguments organically manifest, or will you intentionally,
Seek it.
like you'll almost plan it the whole day? All right, we're gonna get into an argument tonight.
It's like 50-50 because
Okay.
like I'm so in tune with my emotions and stuff, and like I have a lot of baggage or whatnot. If I see something that feels familiar, if my body reacts something that feels familiar in a traumatic way or whatnot, my brain won't shut up about it. And so I have to communicate and be like, hey, I don't want to get in an argument, but if we get into an argument, like, can we talk about this? This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm seeing that you're doing. I'm not saying you're doing anything, but I would just like some clarification because I need to figure out why I'm feeling like this because I don't want to feel like this. And so that's basically what it is. But it always ends up in an argument.
How frequently, you're currently single, right?
Yeah.
Or, wait, hold on.
Single, yes.
I thought, okay, maybe, but you were in a relationship for, was it 9 months?
No,
most
no,
recently?
no.
That
no,
would
no,
be me right
that
now.
would be her.
Oh, sorry, okay, my bad. I got these two mixed up. Okay. You've been
Happens all
single
the
for
time.
about 2 or 3 months, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And how long was that relationship?
Oh, it was quick. It was like 4 or 5 months.
And you said your longest was 2 years. Is this a pattern that you repeat with pretty much all
Yeah,
your
I'm pretty much
relationships?
very self-aware. I attract the same man. They're literally the same sentence, different font, is what I say.
What kind of, what's your
just like narcissistic, emotionally unattached
You
men.
like that?
Yeah, that's literally my parents' relationships. That's what I grew up with. I've seen the violence from it. Like, that's literally what I grew up with. So as an adult, it's hard for me to get into a healthy relationship because that feels foreign. That feels scary. So I go into these toxic ones because that's familiar. That's what I grew up with. That's what I've seen. I know how to navigate that. And that feels familiar to me. That feels safety.
Is there a
Also,
comfort
does it-
to
Do
it?
you
Yeah, I was
feel
gonna say,
like sometimes if you're like also at the same time, like if you're able to like conquer that, then you're like validating yourself that like you can like improve from that also?
Yeah.
I
So,
relate.
like,
I like
yeah,
relate to what you're saying.
Yeah. So like that's why I
personally,
spend a lot of time alone too, because once I get out of those
Yeah.
relationships, I start to see the patterns, start to see the observations, start to see how it makes me feel, and I'm like, okay, I know that's bad. I don't want to do that anymore. So I know I need to figure out what I'm chasing in
Yeah.
people, because there's something wrong. Because I
Yeah.
know not a majority of men are like this. I know not a majority of people are like this. It's just I'm chasing something that needs to be fixed.
I feel like you being aware of that is like good. Like that's the first step in like
Yeah.
overcoming that pattern and like doing like work to be able to like move like
Yeah.
grow from that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
is there comfort in the chaos, kind of?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. What would I'm sure you've encountered men that don't fall into that behavior pattern, and they do kind of give you like you say you like it when the guy's kind of like emotionally detached, maybe he doesn't pay
Like
you a lot
at first
of
it's like a
attention.
complete love bomb situation, and then as soon as you start dating, they completely detach
They
and
withdraw.
pull away. Yeah.
Okay. And what would happen if a guy didn't do that and he was not detached or whatever?
If he was like, it was a healthy relationship.
yeah, would you
essentially.
like push it away
I've-
or?
Yeah, I have one of my guy friends, like he's he's so nice to me, super sweet and stuff, and like he's a genuine gem and everything, but I've pushed him away because like something emotionally with me wasn't able to connect at all, because like even though he was so healthy, in the back of my brain I was like, there's something wrong, like there's an intention behind there, though he's lying, blah blah blah. So like I cannot believe that it's truly healthy for myself. So it's more of me setting myself back than anything else.
And when you say friend, was this initially, was he romantically interested and then you friend zoned him, or like it was just friends?
We started off as friends from like
Okay.
TikTok and whatnot, and then
Okay.
like I got into like a relationship. He was still my friend, and then I got out of it, and then he confessed his love to me, and I was like, I just got out of this relationship. I don't feel that way about you. Like, let's just not talk about that right now. And he respects it, and we're still friends to this day. But it's one of those things that like the healthy relationships for me, they fizzle out.
So do you not want a healthy relationship?
I do want one, but I know at this point in time I'm not capable until I like figure my shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I feel like a lot of people that
Yeah.
come out
I'm not in the business of sleeping with someone because I'm lonely, or like starting a relationship with someone because I'm lonely. I would rather stay isolated by myself than like do anything else than that. Like it's just a lot
Yeah.
of me time essentially.
I was just gonna say, like, personally, I know a lot of people that have come from like broken households and like broken parents like that, and in a way it like strays them away from the toxicity, and it makes them seek healthy relationships instead of
Sorry, Madison.
What?
Sorry. Keep going.
I'm not saying I had like a
No,
terrible
just the way you started talking, it was getting like a little depressing, just saying.
Oh, really?
It was a
Maybe
little,
I
I was
need
like,
to
perfect
bring the
balance.
spirit. To bring my spirits up. But it actually like makes
Give
them
this girl
seek healthy
some
relationships
caffeine.
more,
Yeah.
rather than like I need to keep this toxicity in
Yeah.
my life because it's normal to me.
Yeah, exactly. Like once you go through it enough, then you're like, no, like this needs to change. Like